Hi there, Kurt Hake here again for another React Native video. This time the app is a chat app, and of course it's once again built from the tutorials here in Handlebar Labs. So this is what the app looks like on the inside. I can go up to the corner to create a new thread. And there it appears, and it's marked as unread because I haven't read it yet. When I open it, I can send messages. And it all works like as you would expect a basic chat app to work. Now I can go back, now that it's marked as read, and I can go back and forth between the different threads and make more threads, and everything's marked by the timestamp of like when the thread was created and what time all the messages were sent. Anyway, let's look at the code now. Alright, so this is the first time that we've used React Native CLI instead of Expo. And the biggest change that this makes in the code is that now we have 3 folders. We have like the Android folder up here and the iOS folder down here, and then the app folder. And I'm just going to focus on the app code since that's the main point of the course. So this app utilizes Firebase, which is actually a lot more convenient to use than I expected. What's so great is that it's like it's always listening. So the updates are quick and automatic. It's really altogether a lot simpler than all the API and server sort of code that we had in the previous apps. Anyway, we decided to keep all the Firestore code in this file here for simplicity's sake, and then just call it from the 4 screen files. So there's all sorts of functions in here that do various things with our Firebase account. For example, so the list initializing screen uses the sign-in function from Firebase, basically to check if the user can already sign in or if it needs to generate a name first, if it's a first-time user. Then the thread screen keeps the list of threads that we've already created, and then it displays some additional info like what their most recent messages are, whether or not they've been read, that sort of thing. And then the new thread is pretty simple. As its name suggests, it's just how the user starts a new thread. And then finally in the messages, we have messages, and that's where the actual conversations happen. Now the reason that the code for this screen is relatively short and simple is not only because we're importing the Firebase functionality like I mentioned earlier, but especially because we're using gifted chat. Gifted chat sets up almost most of the screen functionality for us. So if you go down to where it's actually rendered, all of the organization and setup of all the components of popping up the messages exactly like how you would expect a standard chat app to show them. All of that is covered just simply by importing it and using gifted chat. It's super convenient, super helpful. Anyway, that's the app, so thanks for watching.